Hey, this is a quick video on how to do a kind of like an intro level SEO audit for a website. So kind of the question we want to answer today is, once you've built a website, how do you start to get traffic to it? How do you start to do SEO? Okay. So this website was built by a contact of ours. We didn't directly manage the building of it, but the client didn't have enough money to really pay us. So we're just kind of giving some free advice, and this is what this video is about. So the website is Mountain View West. They do custom scouting services in Colorado. So we're going to go through 5 steps today. And the first step, which is one of the first things I would do, is I'm going to check the underlying SEO data here. So there's something called the SEO extension, which will pull up all of the titles, headings, descriptions that Google is reading when it scrapes through this. And we just want to make sure that these are optimized. So the very first thing I notice is the title of their homepage does not have any real content here. It just says Home Mountain View West. So this is probably because it was just barely created and hasn't been updated. It also doesn't have a description, meta description. So this is kind of an issue. We definitely want to update this. Even if we just took, Mountain View West custom scouting service and we put it in that detailed SEO extension, that would be better. And then having a simple description. I mean, you could copy and paste all the information you have into ChatGPT and ask it to write some, and that would be good as a first step. Second thing is the headings. So, there is no heading 1 in here right now. So heading 1 is really important, but that's also going to be related to the title of your page. These aren't terrible different headings, so I think we could use them, but we'd want to go through this and optimize them for different keywords and things like that. Okay, so that's step 1, and we would do this for all of their pages. We'd come over to their services page, we'd open up this detailed SEO extension once again, and we'd want to optimize these pages to the services and the keywords that are most applicable to their business. Okay, so that is step number 1. Step number 2 is, for a business like this, which is a service business, we could actually set up a Google Business Profile as a way to create more authority with Google and also start getting reviews. They have some reviews somewhere on their page, which I don't really know where they are right now, but getting them on Google is a more powerful way to do it. Okay, so the way to set up a Google Business Profile is you can either just type into Google, set up a Google Business Profile, and click until you find this page, or you can go to business.google.com/create. And here you would, set up a business, rev, click, marketing or something, and I've already set it up, so it's right here. But you'd go through the process to set that up. Now, just to jump over to mine, this is the Google Business Profile that I have. When you set it up, you're going to be adding in all of this information, okay? So things like the business category, the business name, the description, those are really important. It's good to put some thought into this so that you're targeting the keywords that people are interested in. Obviously, an address is really key for Google Business Profiles. If you're an e-commerce store, this isn't really applicable, but if you have a service, even if you have a national service, like this is a good way to capture reviews, okay? Also social profiles, so I've linked all my different social profiles. All of these things link together and they create a more authoritative business and website for Google, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a blog page. This website doesn't have a blog page yet, but a blog page is a great way to start just creating content that'll bring people to your website, answer questions, provide helpful information. Once you've created the blog page, you're going to be ready for the next step, which is going to be doing some keyword research and figuring out what to target. Okay, so I've now am doing the next step, which is keyword research. I'm using a tool called Ahrefs. Within Ahrefs, you can search for a bunch of different keywords, and I kind of jumped to the main topic here, which was elk hunting in Colorado, or just Colorado hunts in general, but elk hunting is the largest keyword, and so I'm starting there. So 1.9 thousand keyword searches on Colorado elk hunt each month. We're going to dive into this and see where some opportunities are. Okay, so the very top keywords that I see Okay, so when I jump into Colorado elk hunting, one of the first things that I see is the okay, sorry. So when I jump into Colorado elk hunting, I start to see some interesting keywords that are related to this. First thing I'm going to notice is that this KD, keyword difficult, just means the number of backlinks your page needs to be on the first page of Google results. It's not super accurate, but it's just a good indicator of how difficult these keywords are. The thing that really jumps out is, and these are also organized according to search volume, the thing that jumps out is once you get down to about here, you start to see the keyword difficulty drop quite a bit without the search volume dropping a whole lot, right? So this is a potentially good candidate for a keyword, for a blog topic, Colorado elk hunting units, okay? So if I keep going, like, public elk hunting, best color, these are some like other low hanging fruit keywords, but we're just gonna focus on this one to start. So when I click into Colorado elk hunting units, the top result's getting about 200 visits per month, which is pretty good. We're just gonna open this really quick and take a look. Okay, and this is a Colorado state website, so it's going to have a super high domain authority. But the way you can overcome that is by creating really great content. And right now, I'm not seeing any elk hunting unit content on here. Okay, as I go down, still haven't even seen that. Unit. Okay, unit. So it's here at the bottom. There's a map right here. And unit, that's just short for ammunition, but I think it's, okay, here's the units, got it. It's Colorado elk hunting atlas. Okay, so people are looking for a map type thing. And, oops, I guess I just didn't do that correctly. But anyway, basically, I don't feel like this is actually a super high quality result for this search. Maybe people are looking for the official website, but I think there's some other opportunities here. So let's go to the number 2 option. It's just another type of map. Okay, and this is just a static map. Nothing super special about this. I think this could be a much better experience. You could include a map like this. You could maybe even just reuse this map and write about it, make comments, maybe highlight some things, and already you're going to be providing such a better experience than what's already out there. Okay? So this is giving us just some like good examples of like what's ranking and how they can differentiate and get better at this. Okay, so this is my top keyword topic I'm going to use. And again, like there's some, sorry. There's actually some interesting other things in here. When I start creating content about this, I'm going to want to filter in the related keywords. Okay, so best Colorado elk hunting units. This is probably more like what we want to focus the article about. It could probably rank for both keywords. And the top result in this is looks like kind of like an old style article, and it is not super well organized. Maybe just some like reviews, but it does have some units in here. And some unit information. So I think that's actually pretty useful. Yeah. So anyway, this is like a good reference for how to create this. And oh, they've got a YouTube video.
Competition for elk and deer. Western place to spend your years of prep inches with the trophy potential measuring well above 180 inches for a elk buck to the low number of varies anywhere between.
Okay, so there's like a unit 10. This is like a video talking about each unit. That's probably the most valuable thing on here, honestly. So anyway, this is an interesting reference, and I would use this as a backdrop for knowing what to create. Okay. I would anyway, so this is best elk hunting units. So I'm probably going to use some of these keywords like best and map, and maybe even year. Talk about different years, OTC, over the counter. So I'm gonna kind of gather all those, and I'm gonna put them together and have that help me create some content. Okay, the second to last step in this is the using AI. So you're gonna use AI to help you organize, research, and create the basic aspect of your blog. This isn't the end of your work. You have to add in your custom experience, your custom knowledge especially on something like this, right? People are looking most likely for kind of the secrets, the insider knowledge, and that's really where you're going to shine. But this is going to just help you get something started. Okay, so this is a prompt that I think can work pretty well. Write me a blog post called "Best Colorado Accounting Units" by your name and informative tone, voice using simple and formal English. Make the blog post information actionable. Reference these sites. Sometimes referencing sites doesn't work in here, but we're going to try it. Incorporate the following keywords. Create heading tag, subject matter. So I have the heading tags, and it created this for me. Okay, so it has pulled out some pretty good information, honestly. So, and this stuff is getting better and better, right? So it looks like it's already pulling out like different unit information right away, which is actually pretty impressive. Um, this is where the client's going to want to go in and really add in some of their extra information under each of these unit sections and stuff like that. It's going to be really helpful. So I think this is a really great start. And the key is he needs to get a map, like a high quality map, and reference that map. Maybe even create a video where he talks about the different units and gives some examples. So anyway, even if you just posted this onto your website, added in these heading tags, I think that would be pretty effective because this isn't a very competitive space. So this is kind of how you go about creating some content.